So friends, in this session we are going to talk about the diet and nutritional supplements which can help in recovery from Parkinson's disease. Now, most of this is evidence-based, supported by research and epidemiological studies. Now, one can say epidemiological studies, which means that we have gathered the data from population and what they were eating, what they were not eating, and how many of them had Parkinson's disease. People who had Parkinson's disease, what were their food habits, and people who had no Parkinson's disease, what were their food habits, and then comparing. This is a very valuable, important data. So this data helps us to understand things which can lead to Parkinson's or can be risk factors for Parkinson's disease, and things which can be protective for Parkinson's disease. But once a person had Parkinson's disease, whether the things which were protective for Parkinson's disease still holds true, it's very hard to say. But you can extrapolate and you can think that definitely those things are not harmful and they can be good for those people suffering from Parkinson's disease. So let's have a look of things which are found to be effective in Parkinson's disease. The most important thing is the whole food plant-based diet, which means that we should try to avoid all the animal products, whether it's fish, egg, red meat, or it's milk products. Try to decrease in your diet. Depend more on plant-based diet. Let's say for an example, you go on protein. Try to have protein which is plant-based. And plant-based proteins are like lentils, tofu, soy, beans, nuts, seeds. And they provide you a good source of protein. As a matter of fact, in our modern diet, we have too much of protein in the diet. And in Parkinson's disease, protein is a major issue because dopamine is an amino acid and protein is an amino acid. They both compete to get into the body. So when you are taking your Parkinson's tablets, take them empty stomach. Don't take them after a heavy meal. So if you can have a good gap, like you take the tablet 30 minutes before your main meal, or you take the tablet at least 2 hours after the meal, then there's good chances of absorption of your dopamine from your gut. So decreasing the protein and not taking the protein along with your medication is an important thing. Now, what are the other things which can help in Parkinson's disease? Turmeric. Turmeric is found in curry, the Indian curry, but you can also get as a supplement from a food health shop. And it can be added with other condiments which are really good for Parkinson's disease, like ginger, black pepper, basil. And turmeric along with basil or black pepper can get easily absorbed. So it's important that you take turmeric along with other herbs which can easily get absorbed. The other important aspect of turmeric is that it is being proven in so many research in lab and in clinical cases that turmeric is protective in Parkinson's disease. It is also found to be neuroprotective for Alzheimer's disease. Now, the products which have color in it, the fruits like berries, cherries, strawberries, they all have color in it, and that color has flavonoid, which is found to be neuroprotective. So having a lot of those things can be helpful. There is a special diet which is being recommended for Parkinson's disease known as MIND diet. It comes from Mediterranean and DASH diet together, which forms the acronym MIND. It is mostly the Mediterranean diet and food cooked in olive oil. But here I would like to say that coconut oil is also good for Parkinson's disease. So olive oil or coconut oil. And no deep frying, no fried foods. So you can put the oil on the top of things. That is the best food. Things which can help are green tea, white tea, caffeine. In so many studies, they have found that a couple of servings of coffee can be really good for Parkinson's disease, but not in form of energy drinks where there is a lot of sugar added in it. Nuts are good, especially walnuts and almonds. Filtered water can be quite useful depending upon what type of water you are drinking, because the heavy metals or the well water is considered to be risk factor in Parkinson's disease. We have already spoken about probiotics and prebiotics, which are helpful. And if you look into the nutritional supplements, coenzyme Q10 was always thought to be quite useful for Parkinson's disease. But unfortunately, in some recent trials and meta-analysis, it's found that the neuroprotective role of coenzyme Q10 was not able to be found in these studies. Maybe we need a longer study to prove this point. But if you look into the pathogenesis of Parkinson's disease because of the mitochondrial disorder, it appears that an antioxidant like coenzyme Q10 can be effective. So some people love to take it, and I think there's no issue in taking coenzyme Q10. Other things which can be quite useful is omega-3 fatty acid. And I recommend omega-3 fatty acid from the plant-based like flaxseed oil or flaxseed themselves in your muesli can be quite useful. Vitamin D in studies have found to be low in patients with Parkinson's disease. So vitamin D supplement can be useful. Thiamine have been studied as one of the vitamin B, which is found to improve Parkinson's symptoms. Apart from that, I would suggest that the eating behavior is very important in Parkinson's disease. Patients with Parkinson's disease, they have slow gastric emptying. So it's good to chew your food slowly and consciously and mindfully. So less work needs to be done by your gut. In some epidemiological studies, they have found that individuals who prepare their own meals and meals for others were afforded protection against Parkinson's progression. Individuals who report purchasing fruit from a local farmer's market, that means a local fresh produce, have lower chances of progression. The act of preparing meals should be done with a joyous and loving mind for whole family, which is very beneficial. Also to pause before you eat, so all the digestive juices in your mouth and gut are ready to be eaten. So having a pause in form of a thanks or pray to the person who has provided the food is a good idea. Mindful eating slowly, chew properly, and conscious of eating can help you in avoiding having any constipation and getting the best out of your food. And drink water at least 30 minutes after eating for proper digestion of food. Because if you have water along with your meals, it will dilute the digestive enzymes. So listen to your body and mind. It is a very, very intelligent system. When you are in tune with your mind and body, you are well aware of its needs. So practicing mindfulness meditation can help you to understand your body, and the body will tell you what foods to eat, what to avoid, because each individual is different. So we can't have a specific generalized diet for all Parkinson's patients. But yes, whole plant-based diet is the best diet for Parkinson's. Now I'll come across and look, this tips for nutrition for Parkinson's disease will be in your learning material and you can look through it. There are foods which you should avoid, and we have spoken about the red meat, especially beef. Probably due to its high iron content, it's found to be a cause for Parkinson's or increasing the risk for Parkinson's. And the dairy products should be avoided. Too much of alcohol should be avoided. Not more than a drink a day, or probably red wine is better than other drinks. Canned food is not good. It has bisphenol A, which is found to be an energy balance disruptor, which is found in the covering of the canned tins. And aluminium is also a neurotoxic. Chemical additives in food, preservatives in food is not good. Eating less sugar, less refined sugar is good, less refined carbohydrates. And also to note that the diet soda, it has aspartame in it, which interferes with the transport of serotonin and dopamine. Avoiding diet soda, avoiding deep fried foods, because what happens with the fried foods is it leads to lipid peroxidation, and this increases the reactive oxygen species, which is implicated in Parkinson's disease. So try these things. And also an important note that don't take excessive iron supplementation. That is also not good for Parkinson's disease. So there are these small tips about the foods which you should eat, the supplements which you should take or you can take, and the foods which you should avoid. If you follow this simple rule of the food which you can easily digest, which is plant-based with plenty of fiber in it and plenty of water every day, that's the best diet for you. Thank you.